Here we go then. Right, back to my next interview. Welcome to all my listeners to my show with me, Danny, and we like to support independent artists. That's what we do on my show. It's nice to welcome back previous guests as well. Interviewing this time last year, we had a singer-songwriter and musician, Nathalie Miranda. She's back with me, and I just want to say welcome back. How are you today?
Thank you, Danny. I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Yes, you have to be these days. That's what someone said to me. But yeah, no, all fine. And I just wanted to ask, taking it back to the beginning, if someone hasn't listened to my last interview with you, where did your musical background begin and passion for music come about?
I think I think it must have started when I was like teeny tiny. My mum is a music lover and she always would play music in the house when I was growing up. A whole variety of genres from rock to Greek music, anything you can think of. And then as I got older, I started to develop a love for singing, and I started to play the piano when I was very young as well. And it's just always been in my life. And actually, my grandfather was a violinist as well, so that's again kind of seeped down into me. And it's always just been something that I can turn to if I'm sad or if I'm happy. And obviously, then when I started writing music, it was just like the perfect kind of combination for me, I think. So yeah, it's been in my life since day one.
Lovely. And fast forward to today, just wanted to get you back on my show. Well, one of the reasons why I invited you back was to chat about some of your new singles and music you've been promoting.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, one of them is a new summertime song called Lazy. It's got like that summertime vibe to it.
It does absolutely. It's actually one I wrote a really long time ago. I think back in 2008. And it's a reggae infused summer anthem, and it's a celebration about of being lazy, and it's like an ode to being lazy and celebrating that joy that we feel when we've got nothing to do. We just whatever your version of lazy is, if it's watching TV, going out for a walk, whatever it is. I feel like in today's society we're told we've got to be like grinding every day. We're not allowed to rest, like it's bad. But actually, it's good to just relax and do nothing because you need to recharge. We're not robots.
Yeah.
And that's what lazy is about. It's just a fun message, and in the song I say, if you want to be lazy with me, let me hear you say I do. So it's just getting everyone together and a summery kind of vibe, and yeah, encouraging people to be a little bit lazy.
Great. I like that concept. And one of my next questions was actually, do you feel everyone should enjoy a lazy day? Because everyone's so engrossed in their own lives, whether it's just having a lie in, something as simple as that.
Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't have to be like a crazy, lazy idea. It could just be staying in bed for an extra hour or, having a cup of tea in bed or whatever it is. Just whatever it's your version of lazy is absolutely fine. And I think we do need to start embracing that a little bit more. And obviously, yeah, we need to work, for our careers or whatever, but you also need to have that downtime
Hmm.
to recharge.
Cool. Seems like you had fun making this record. Who did you work with? Like, musically and with any musical instruments? Did you have any input on that side?
So I write the majority of my music with my husband, who's my co-writer and my producer. And that Lazy was written with him. He plays pretty much all the instruments on the track. And yeah, we did have a lot of fun doing it because it was just most of my music is quite vocally, it's quite challenging. I sing very big songs usually, and this one was a little bit more kind of chilled out. So I had a lot more fun recording it. I could just relax a little bit and actually, maybe be a little bit lazy,
Hmm.
as the title suggests. So I had a lot more fun recording this, and we in the chorus we've got these like chants going on, and we had a lot of fun with that. So yeah, I'm just really happy it's out because it was languishing in my folder for so many years. I was like, we've got to get this song out.
Hmm. So long time coming then finally comes
Yeah.
round. Yeah. And do you feel this really showcases like your poppy side? Because I know you do like a mixture of genres and
Mhm.
styles.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a more pop sort of genre, I would say. One of the most pop I've done. But like I said, it is nice sometimes to do something a bit different, and that's what I enjoy being a multi-genre
Mm.
artist. And I like the fact that my fans really just don't know what's coming next. So yeah, it was fun to do some and reggae as well. I've never ever done a reggae track, and it's actually not one of my go-to genres when I'm listening to music. But when I was writing it, I was like, this has got to be reggae infused for sure.
It's nice, a nice refreshing change then.
Yeah.
And it must be euphoric feeling to feature, when someone says that they've listened to your song on a playlist, on the streaming platforms.
Yes.
And do you feel this song's reached out to like the general public? They've kind of it's kind of hit their wavelength.
I think, I mean, I've had, it's been played on quite a few indie radio stations, and I know a lot of my fans have added it to their playlists and things like that, which is always amazing. I'm so grateful for that. But I think people really have just connected with the message of just don't be embarrassed to be lazy, just chill out. And I think uh, everyone is just so, like you said, so involved in their own little worlds and everything. And then I think we forget the simple things in life,
Hmm.
such as just watching a movie or whatever it might be. And I think that that's what people have really connected with. So I'm happy. I'm happy for that
Ah,
for sure.
great. I'm pleased for you. And also, is it interesting to see where people listen to like your music from all over the world?
It is actually.
Hmm.
I have a very big fan base in South America, particularly Brazil, which I think is amazing, and I would love to go there one day. And the UK is kind of not actually so high on the list, funnily enough. I've got a lot more fans in sort of America, a lot of Europe. So yeah, it's really interesting to see the kind. Oh my God, like they're listening to me in wherever. Like I wouldn't even imagine they
Hmm.
would be listening to me there. So it's good to see that it's the message is
Yeah.
is spreading.
I know the UK music scene, it's nice to, be appreciated there. But I do say to people, like, we're such a small island against all the world
Mm.
that the sky's the limit, isn't it, with music? It can reach far and wide.
Absolutely, and I mean, it would be amazing to have a bigger fan base in the UK for sure. But I kind of feel the charts or whatever over here, the musical tastes are very different, I think, to our friends in Europe and the States and
Hmm.
things like that. And I think I'm very much more inspired by, as you know, so many different types of music. And I feel like maybe that's not sort of accepted here so much. I don't know. I feel like people over here like to know what they're going to be listening to. Like they want to expect what they're going to expect, and
Hmm.
that's fine. But that's not how I kind of operate. So maybe that's why my music isn't connecting so much with the UK. But that's fine. I'm quite happy.
And have you managed to release like a music video or visualize that to Lazy?
I have. It came out a week after Lazy came out, so beginning of July. And again, we shot that back in March this year. So everything was kind of good to go. And in that video, there's a couple of different scenes, but one scene I'm in the bathtub being lazy. And there's another, most of the other scene, there's a big chunk where I'm just on the bed, kind of like in my pajamas, kind of, just, it was a very, very easy
Hmm.
video to make. And again, the message is really clear, just be
Yeah.
lazy.
Great. And you mentioned some of the styles that have inspired your music, like whether it's like rock music or such and like pop music as well. Do you feel that's a good quality to have as a musician to be versatile?
I think so because I mean, all the musicians I grew up admiring and my inspirations were artists that did evolve and sort of mess around and challenge themselves with genre. And I feel like it's good to show your fans that you are capable of exploring other avenues and you're not just a pop singer or a rock singer or whatever it might be. Yeah,
Mm.
sure, we've all got our favorites, but music is an art, and it's about exploring and experimenting and just trying something different. And if it sticks, then that's great. But if it doesn't, then you've just got another sort of, string to your bow kind of thing. So yeah.
That's understandable. Same with art as well. With painters, they touch on many different styles
Yes,
and
exactly.
influences. And my next question for you is, are there any places in Europe or other parts of the world that you may like to perform at?
Oh, well, I'd love to go to Brazil, like I said, and I'm actually teaching myself Portuguese right now as well, so that if I do go, or when I do go, I can actually communicate with my fans. I mean, I would really love to go to so many places. I'd love to perform in my home country of Cyprus. I'd like to go to Spain, to France, but it really all just comes down to budget, and obviously I would need a budget to pay a band members or whatever it might be, and it's really not something that's feasible at the moment.
Yeah.
But I'm manifesting it. I'm being very positive, and hopefully, it will happen.
More kind of local now, but do you have any gigs coming up in London?
Yes, I do. I've got where are we now with July? I'm actually supporting my friend at her headline show on the 20th September at the Lower Third in London. In where is it? It's sort of, I can't remember where it is now. Tottenham Court Road. That's it. So many details in my head. That's actually a free event, so you can buy your free ticket from online. And then I've got a gig at the Bedford again in October. That will be me performing about half an hour of original music. I believe there's something. Oh, there's another gig in Soho in September. I can't remember the dates, but they're all on my website. So if anyone's interested, they're all there.
Right. What's your website?
It's nataliemiranda.com, and Natalie with
Great.
a TH.
And they can all see your dates on there.
Yep,
Yeah.
everything is on there,
Yeah.
including links to socials as well. So it's just a handy page.
Yeah. And so you got a few gigs coming up, which you're looking forward to.
Yes.
Would you like the opportunity to do like more gigs at the moment?
I I would I would like to. The problem is because I'm actually teaching myself guitar as well, and the idea of that is that I'll be able to go out and accompany myself at gigs because currently I have to ask my friends to accompany me on guitar or keys, or I use backing tracks, which is not ideal. I prefer to have live instruments. So I feel like it's holding me back a little bit. So once I'm able to accompany myself, I would like to think I'm going to get out there much more often.
Yeah.
But I think at the moment it's a good balance. I'm working on new music as well. So there's always something else going on in my little studio here. So there's a lot to keep me busy.
Yeah. It's a busy life juggling everything as a musician.
It really is.
So many factors to consider.
So many. And I
Yeah.
think independent musicians or anyone that runs their own business, it's not just music. We literally doing the job of like 20 people in one person. And it does get crazy sometimes. And it's great to be in charge of what you do and to be in control of what you do. But sometimes you just like, oh, it would be amazing if I had like, a manager or someone to book gigs for me or whatever it might be. So yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Hmm. And so you mentioned we talked about the gigs. Do you have a memorable gig, one which you always look fondly back on?
I mean, there's so many. I I think I'm probably just the very first time I ever performed live in front of an audience. I mean, I may have told you this story last time as well. As I was 15, and I sang karaoke. It was the first time I ever sung live in front of my family or friends, and I think it was memorable because it was me proving to myself that I could do it because I was so shy. I'm still shy, but I was, imagine 15-year-old me was even worse. So um, it was a pivotal moment for me. So I think I really just always remember that really shy girl that didn't think that she could
Hmm.
do it, and she did it, and the rest is history.
And then what are the strategies that helped you become who you are today? as an
I
artist?
think um, it's taken me a really long time, but really just trusting yourself. And if something doesn't feel right, then it probably isn't right, you know, whether that's collaborating with someone or a song or anything. Really just believe in yourself, and try to understand that you can't please everyone. I was always a people pleaser in a lot of different ways, musically, like with my friends, whatever it might be. And I feel once you realize that you can't please everybody, it kind of opens up, this weight is removed from you, so you can just be the artist that you want to be. And as long as you're making the music that you're proud of, I think that your fans and new listeners as well will feel that too. And it will feel authentic to them as well.
Hmm.
So yeah, definitely would say and I still use those strategies today. I get upset, you know, if someone doesn't like something, and then I say, okay, look, but you can't please everyone, you know,
Hmm.
it's fine.
Hmm. Good answer. And do you looking forward to like what the next 5 years or so will hold?
5 years, wow. I would love to, as I said, have a band, a very four-piece band, and just be able to get out there and represent the songs as I feel that they truly should be represented. They would sound amazing live, like with the live band. I would love that for sure. And yeah, I mean, that's the top of my list. But I'm just interested to see what songs I come up with next as well. I
Hmm.
mean, I've got a lot of songs sort of backed up, but you never know where inspiration is going to
Hmm.
come from. So yeah, it's yeah.
That's good. One of the things I've learned is to just see where life takes you, a journey.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that's really important. That you can control certain things, but there's other things that may come to you that you didn't expect, and actually that's the right thing, or you know, it will open up something else for you as well. So I think yeah, we need to be a little bit more open to to things coming to us, I
Yeah.
think.
And because these interviews go so quickly, I just wanted to give you the opportunity to say any final words you may like to say, to me or your fans, or your followers, friends, and family.
So first of all, I'd like to say thank you, Danny, for inviting me back on the show.
You're welcome.
Um, to anyone that's watching and would like to know more about me, the best place is my website, nataliemiranda.com. Everything is on there, so you can email me, you can listen to my music, and if you sign up to the newsletter, you get a free download of Lazy, which is my latest track. And yeah, I think that's it.
Great. That's fine. It can't be more fairer than that. You know, newsletter and a download as well.
Yes.
Great. And just want to say thank you for hopping back on to for a catch-up interview. It's always nice to chat up with previous interviewees who I've had
Thank
on my show.
you. Thanks so much.
And yeah, we'll get your new single played on my sister radio stations, and we'll put the link below where people can just preview it with all, your streaming platform links as well.
Excellent. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Natalie Miranda, have a great rest of the day and catch up with you soon.
Thank you, Danny.